Good. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for some people to pop in because apparently, and as you can see here with my title, Nioh 3 takes the fastest Souls-like. It speeds it up even more. Um, we've got some more IGN footage. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm just gonna give like people like a few minutes to pop in, and then we'll just talk about it. Let's just see what people get up to. Should be here pretty soon. It's the same guy. Yeah, that's not a surprise. I don't expect the gameplay to be like, oh my gosh, that was so cool. I'm just gonna probably be like, oh, cool, bro, great. Your gameplay is I think he reviewed Nioh too. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna give like people 2-3 minutes to pop in, and then I'll just start. Meantime, let's see what's going on. For real? Hey Poofer, prepare yourself to suffer IGN's overflowing talents. Yeah, I guess that doesn't really that's not gonna surprise me. Okay, so I'm gonna wait one more minute, and then I'm gonna wait one more minute, and then I'm gonna start watching this. I'm gonna watch how they already when they're saying, "Yo, takes the fastest Souls like and speed it up even more." You still give Nioh 2 a 9 out of 10? Here's the thing. I don't think I ever watched IGN's review of Nioh 2. Like, I just you know, for the mass public appeal, cool. But I'm so removed from mainstream social media hype buzz type stuff that I'm just like, y'all do whatever you want. It has no real bearing on like me. I'm like, I'm going to just look for like I'm just gonna look for the stuff that I enjoy and then put that out there. And if there's other people that like that, great. Welcome to the club. And it seems like there's quite a few of you who do enjoy that. Let me guess, they got some dude who's complete ass on Nioh to play it again. You should do it, it's free content. I would obviously love to, but, you know, if I had the ability to play it, I totally would. I mean, I can blame IGN. They actually seem to play Nioh like it's Souls. Yeah. I mean, probably. But oh well. I'm gonna watch this now. I've already given people a minute, so some people can show up. If they don't want to, that's cool. But time to go. If I'm interested in a game, I only watch reviews to see if the game works. Right. And like look, IGN isn't someone I like, it's not a thing I trust. IGN, like, I'm not like, oh, IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. It must be good. I'm like, I don't know if you like vibe on the same way that I do. If you don't, then whatever. I'm mostly curious about people who have a like-minded interest as me. And if they're going to say, yo, it's good for these specific reasons, or here's a showcase showing you what's possible in this game, and it felt like this, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually going to tune in. So, but yeah, IGN is, to me, right, IGN ratings are worthless. It's just like, I don't care. They got 20 million subs. They're just like doing all sorts of shit for like every conceivable game. And like, they're, you know, they're trying to be like, oh, we cover everything for gaming. But yeah, like, I don't like when we watch this, sure, go ahead and rag on like IGN gameplay. But I am going to pause and I'm much more curious about the little details that someone who loves Nioh like myself is interested in. So I'm going to watch that, and without much further ado, time for me to hit play. So I'm going to pause frequently. I'm curious.
With just 2 games, the Nioh series has already cemented its place among the best of the Souls-like genre.
That's great.
Thanks to its uniquely fast-paced action, deeply customizable build.
Okay, this is where I'm going to pause. This is the type of shit I want to know. Right here. This is more interesting than any other shit I've seen. So, okay. Look at some of the new things we can see right away. This is cool. So, Abscission combo, Water Sword. Look at this. So we've got Double-Headed Slice, which we're familiar with. Cloud Splitter, which was cool. Right? Sudden Strike. I have no idea what that is. That's cool. And then, interesting, it looks like the moment before an enemy's attack connects, right? Right? Moment between an enemy's attack connects. So kind of like a deflect or a parry, but this is ninja style. And then we get Spinning Gale. What the fuck is that? Like, that's cool. That's exciting. Wave Slash. And look, by the way, for those of you who are concerned about inputs, look, you can have the guard inputs are back. You can have the guard inputs. They are there. All right? Guard inputs are back. That is good information to know. You can see very directly L1 square, L1 triangle. That is good. So we have that. You also have that for midair. Cool. So that's cool to see. So we have some sort of like... So that's nice. So with the motion inputs, as Swolpool you're asking, this is actually good because you can have that too. The point I'm making here is you can go either option. You can do the directional inputs that were introduced in the alpha, or you can go this route, which is very comfortable for people playing Nioh 2. So both options exist. Customization is in your hands. That is cool. All right. So I like that. There's Incessant Rain. I don't know what the shit that is. So yeah, awesome so far. And you can see the 4 weapons. All right, Tonfa is here.
Builds and playstyles.
Wait, let's see. Just split second shit.
And playstyle.
Okay, new move, Sudden Strike. Close distance with the enemy while guarding. Interesting. And quickly unleash a flurry of strikes. Hold triangle to increase the number of strikes. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but that sounds pretty fucking cool. That's pretty awesome. I don't know, but that's a brand new move for a brand new weapon in some ways. So let's continue on.
Thrilling boss battles, and a certain fluidity
Yeah, IGN.
that feels like Team Ninja's own signature.
So, okay, time R2 style shift. I've seen multiple things for Burst Break as well. Right, Guardian Spirit skills, we got the 2 types. You can see over here, there's some new ninjutsu. Right, 2 weapons per style over here.
Touch. Based on my 5 hours of hands-on time with a new preview build, the upcoming 3rd installment is shaping up to continue that trend of excellence, staying true to the core of what has always made the series so successful, but shaking up just enough to challenge veteran players to rethink how they approach its many difficult combat encounters.
Okay, we got the enemy bases.
Much like Nioh 2, Nioh 3 is shaping up to be an iterative sequel that doesn't change much about the core systems that were established.
Alright, we got a new whole area, as you can see. Hey, what's up, Axel? Cool little area, Saiga Gake, I guess. That's what it's called. It might be fire breathing. It could be the ice thing that they showcased as well. Who knows?
In Nioh 1, instead adding...
There's not a Blood Edge demon, but just a Magatsu warrior. Alright, we got a Magatsu warrior right here too. Okay. By the way, I'm sure this guy has commentary. I give 0 shits about his commentary. Okay. Whatever. He can think whatever he wants.
brand new layers on top of that core to reinvigorate the combat system and force players to.
Alright, Magatsu Warrior, great.
Nioh 2 did this by adding in burst counters and yokai shifts.
Okay, this is Nioh 2.
Does this primarily
Wait, who's
by
that?
giving the player two styles that they can shift between on the.
Wait, like a dude on a horse? Is that like... What? What's going on here? Wait, what was happening? Who that? Some guy on a horse. Is that's not the Yamagata Masakage? Is it? I'm confused. New enemy.
Samurai and ninja style. When I first played Nioh 3 back when it was offered up as a limited time demo, I was a
Dude,
little
it legit
unsure of how
seems
I
like
felt
that
about the
guy.
split. Samurai style, after all, is basically just the way you'd normally play Nioh, minus the ability to use Omnio magic, while ninja style just felt like
Whoa, great Tengu. Look at this guy. Look at this shit. Yeah, we're not giving a horse to a player, but we're giving horses to enemies. A new boss. Okay. So, okay. Great Tengu.
a much faster and DPS-oriented stance.
Yo, this is like legit pulled from Ninja Gaiden. Like legit. Like, well, not like 100%. But yeah, let me go back.
Just the way
Look at that, Shingen.
Play Nioh, minus the ability to use Omnio magic, while ninja style just
Look at
felt like
that.
a much
Oh.
faster and DPS-oriented stance that comes with
Cool. And then you can see talents. We have, looks like, some new ninjutsu here. Yeah, so you got Tengu, Itsumare, and now we got Great Tengu, okay? What's gonna happen, guys? I don't fucking know. So yeah, we got legit Daddy Tengu now.
drawbacks of not being able to use key pulses to regain your stamina, and no longer having the 3 sword stances to switch between.
Look at this
which are
shit.
both two
Whoa,
staples
we got a
in Nioh's gameplay.
Great Tengu
Not to mention
boss. Okay, let's see. Anything of value, of interest? I don't see anything that unique in this inventory.
that having 2 different styles means
Alright, anything of note here? Not really.
nearly twice as much inventory management, since they both have their own completely separate sets of gear. And if there's one game series
Okay, it's dual sword, 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 spear, odachi. Unfortunately, nothing new I can glean
that
from
already
this.
has more than enough inventory and loot management, it's Nioh. While loot remains an issue,
Alright, as usual, the Yoki, not a surprise.
Not only did I gain
Raijin with lightning, also not a surprise.
And when I should swap to one versus continuing with the other, but more importantly, I got a grasp of the sheer amount of options that having 2 hot swappable
Okay, Crucible
styles,
Wasps.
each with
Okay,
their
I don't
own
see anything new
loadouts
here.
and skill trees,
Skeleton Warrior,
brings to the
whatever.
table. While in Samurai style, you of course have
Alright.
access to the 3 stances: high, medium, and low, and all the skills that come from each of those stances.
Okay.
You're also able to use key pulses to restore
Magatsu
stamina without
Warrior.
having to wait for it to recharge. Making
Bro,
it
what are you
great for
doing?
sustained offense, where you're able to just kind of plant your feet down and stand and fight against tough enemies.
Don't look at the
There's
comments,
also
don't worry, I
your arch
won't.
proficiency gauge that fills up as you deal damage and successfully guard, but decreases
Okay, that's
when you
great.
get hit.
Uh,
Once it's full, you're able to use a powered up
Cool.
version of your heavy attacking skills, which adds a nice little reward for playing well with a careful balance of offense and defense.
Wait. Was that fast or was that my imagination? Oh shit! Whoa! Raijin! Oh! Yo, that is good. I want to see it again. Has he complained about item management yet? Yeah, I'm just rewatching this Raijin clip. That's nice. They sped up Raijin. Yes. Raijin, of course, can have the transform art to strike with lightning. Yes, I like that.
Ninja style, on the other hand, lets you go absolutely
Oh yeah, this was from. We've already seen this footage last time. This bit. So okay, Raijin got a buff. That's cool.
You're able to equip up to 3 ninja tools or Omnio magic spells. You're able to
This guy like does not showcase anything that cool with
and most of the weapons
with
take
ninja
advantage
style.
of
It's like
Nioh 3
throw.
defensive jump, allowing you to even
Yes,
punctuate your ground combos
many
with
of
jump
the
cancel,
skills can
tag
be
on
imbued
more
with
damage
transformed
from
arts.
combos. On top of all this, for both styles, you also have your Guardian Spirit transformations, Guardian Spirit skills, Soul Core skills. It's just a lot of
yeah, it looks fun. Obviously not with from IGN playing it. Okay, Dweller, Yamanba. Oh, there you go. Fire breathing. Got legit fire breathing there.
I find myself having to rein in my lust for aggression.
Probably a perk makes it faster, maybe. Alright, Tonfa with their usual demon dance stuff.
Freedom and combat expression that I typically feel in a good character action.
Yeah, there's a lot of recycled footage from the last video. Yeah, so you got fire breathing, that's cool, and you can move around while doing it too.
As I said before, Soul Cores also return in Nioh 3.
Alright, so this was like that boss in the alpha demo. Like legit. Now it's just like a regular enemy?
Just to give you yet another option.
Whoa, 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 what the shit was that? Hold up, Tonfa move.
Just to give you yet another option.
Whoa, let's watch that again.
Just to give you yet another option when it comes to how you
Yo! Yo, I'm gonna watch it again.
I will let you use that enemy signature attack. Just to give you
straight up jump. Look at that shit. That just straight up fucking leap. No, that's not Mountain Breaker. They already showcased Mountain Breaker. This has to be a brand new move. Just straight up fucking just leaped over. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it looks cool. That's awesome.
You choose to dispatch your foes.
Alright, so, ooh, look. Yagyo Soldier. That's what this enemy is called. Okay, Yagyo Soldier. So, that boss, Yamagata Masakage, in the alpha demo is apparently just a basic ass enemy. Apparently. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like Hatchet's jump evasion attack. That's pretty cool. Yes, Whirlpool, now we're talking. It would be cool if we can cancel it mid-air to do an air combo. Yeah! Yeah! It's okay, new Soul Core. Pretty cool.
However, you have two choices of how to equip them. When you rest at a shrine, you can put them into your Omyo box in either the yin or the yang position. If you put the Soul Core in the yin position, you'll gain some stat increases.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. We killed a dog. No, we killed a dog! Oh, these are the rise of the Ronin dogs! How fucking dare you? What the shit, man?
That will refresh every time you rest at a shrine.
This is evil.
One of the Soul Cores I got had a fairly underwhelming
Raven
skill,
Tengu. Oh, this is recycled footage.
It gave me invisibility
Pretty
scrolls
sure.
I could use to sneak past tough enemies. It's a wonderful change to an already excellent system, and I can't wait to mess around with it more. The other big new tentpole feature
Okay, I already saw this.
is the addition of non-linear open field type levels.
Hey, I hope we get that too, Axel. I hope we get that shit too. Okay, they already showcased this part last time.
Environments rife with opportunities for exploration. This is in contrast to Nioh's typically linear levels with the occasional optional branches off the beaten path that ultimately loop back around. I got to experience one of these on my hands-on time, the frozen region of Kamigamo, and while Nioh 3 doesn't seem to do anything really surprising with its open level design that hasn't really been done before, the shift was a refreshing change of pace. Right away, the first thing I did was a combat challenge called the Crucible Spike. This was a sealed-off combat arena with multiple waves.
I don't want to hear this guy's voice.
In order to proceed. Okay. Crucible Spike improved my Spirit Force, which is a new resource that governs your usage.
This is already from the last showcase.
Spirit skill for one of my Guardian Spirits. And that's really what makes me excited.
Do you want to hear his voice?
Levels, because these Crucible Spikes, along with other types of points of interest, are strewn all over the map. The challenges are fun, and the rewards are great, which is all the incentive.
You want to hear this guy's voice? Okay, crank it up.
Every time you complete one of these points of interest, your exploration level will increase. And each time it increases, you'll get an extra bonus. From more icons being revealed on your map to give you some direction on where to explore next, you may get an added stat bonus while you're in that specific
Not really,
area,
mute him.
or you may get skill points to spend on your samurai or ninja skill trees.
Alright, I'll put the volume lower because I really don't want to hear this guy.
The same kind of iterative step above its predecessor that Nioh 2 ended up being.
There's just a lot of yapping, and I'm like, okay, it's cool. Yeah, Yasha's in the game, Enki's in the game, Yoki Magatsu Warrior, another Raven Tengu. The guy can't burst break for shit. Oh, he deflected that. I'm so proud of you, dude.
Incredibly smoothly as well, making me forget for a moment that this game is still a ways off with a planned
Better voice than Boober won't stop yapping. Swirling Snow makes a comeback. Hooray.
Another full boss battle against the Great Tengu. Thanks for watching, and for everything
Great
else
Tengu, very nice.
Keep it here on IGN.
I'm very curious. The red-eyed enemies are the crucible wraiths. How do you deal with these enemies now? That's what I'm very curious about. Right. Ooh, this is unique. This will be fun. So, like, how do you engage with it in the air? That's what I'm wondering. Right? Like, of course you can avoid it, but how can I, like, fight it? IGN Japan has its own video. It's 5 minutes. Alright, I'll find that. Interesting. Okay. Wind, I think it like reduces key recovery speed. Oh, light. Whoa, that's cool. Lightning and dark realm and shit. Ooh. Cool. Yeah. That looks fun. Okay, I don't like... This looks really fun. Just straight up. I'm sure I'll enjoy it and struggle. Cool. Alright, what else you got? Okay, well... Cool. Dude, key pulse for the love of God. This is pretty fast paced for a fight. This is a little painful. Insolence. No, we couldn't use Guardian Spirit skills in the demo, but sure we can use that to burst break now. Dude, come on. Anyway, boss looks cool. Am I concerned about Ninja not having stances? No, not at this time. This guy is not making Ninja style look fun at all. Bruh, there's a thing called jump. This looks cool, that's all I gotta say. Bro, go in the air. You can jump, you know that, right? No? Pod, key pulse. You're gonna die? I would be surprised if you beat this boss, bro. Hey, you got it! You got it, bro! Use the Guardian Spirit skill. Guardian Spirit skill. There you go. Okay, good. Get him out of... Thank you. Living artifact. Very nice with your dual swords. Alright, great. Great timing as usual. But... Ooh, okay. So what do we do with living artifact for dual swords? You lose it, that's what happens. Oh my god. Okay, looks like some traps. Okay, I'm guessing you actually are gonna kill it. Dark Realm activation. Okay, you're gonna get the kill? Thank you. Okay, I was wrong, IGN. Sacred Mountain defiled. So wait. What was it? A new mission has been added to the battle scroll. Cool. I wonder how many times he tried. We need this guy to have a full playthrough of the game with Poofer Llama providing audio commentary. Would be nice. Would be very nice. Well, I will say, from what Team Ninja has showcased, I'm not talking about IGN. Forget IGN. But from what Team Ninja has shown, this stuff looks really cool. How long did this guy take on the bus? It looks like he took like 5-6 minutes. Hey Poofer, just woke up. How's IGN showcase? Didn't see it. As you would expect from previous IGN gameplay, they're very consistent. They are consistent. But what we have seen, what we have learned, the little details that we were able to find over here were pretty cool, all things considered. So, just kind of a quick recap for some people. A lot of returning enemies. Come on.
Styles, thrilling.
So, you know, there's, for example, here's some new bits when it comes to dual swords, for example. It's more of a moveset. So, yeah, you can customize your controls a little bit, some extra moves. Stuff like, I don't know what sudden strike is, but, you know, they got like a bunch of interesting things. They have a deflect related type thing. I don't know, like a timely guard type thing. So that's kind of cool. There's Cloud Spitter Fire. Right? So, yeah, we got dual ninja swords and we have dual samurai swords. Why have such an elitist attitude towards someone who hasn't put 1,000 hours into Nioh? I don't get it. So, I think that's a fair point. So, naturally, like, for anybody who's, like, not familiar with, I think for many people from the Nioh community who are very, very excited for Nioh, want to see Nioh showcase in the best light. So, when we see somebody is not even able to engage with the game and like some just not like masterful play, but kind of like hey, what about some basic mechanics like key pulse? It shows that they don't really have the most familiarity with Nioh as a whole, so that can kind of like, it just makes the showcase feel less satisfying to watch. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's not. So yes, we're being critical of IGN, but we're being critical because, hey, like, this isn't really showing Nioh in a pot. Like, it's not showing how great Nioh could be. Now, if it's like, it's just like, hey, come on, like just like a basic thing, a basic understanding, like key pulse is like a staple mechanic from Nioh and Nioh 2. So that frustration of just like, yo, like, I'm not expecting pro play, but it's like, can we see a little more? Now, that's again the expectation, but at least from my understanding of it, it's like, we don't know that, hey, like, I think if they positioned it differently, position how they like showcase this, I would feel very differently about it. Like, for example, if they're like, hey, we're gonna have somebody who is a big fan of Souls-likes, but has never really played Nioh, and then he talks about like, oh, this is what I enjoyed, I got to learn this and I struggled, and, you know, kind of like a thing to learn about. That would be cool. I'd be like, all right, fine. It's somebody who is like open-minded, wants to learn, and they are like getting into it and learning it, and they don't understand a key pulse. I'd be like, okay, fine. But without that story, without that understanding, it just seems like, oh, they just got some guy to play it, and Team Ninja's like, here you go, showcase our game. But it's like, wait, like, was there some deliberate intention with how you're going to showcase the game? it's so, for me anyway, it's less about like them not playing the game well. It's just my expectation when they're doing a showcase that they'll have, in my view, a much more adequate showcase of gameplay, right? And that just isn't really there. So if I had my expectations like tailored up front, where it's like, hey, some guy, like, he's heard a lot of positive things about Nioh, Team Ninja gave it to us, we wanted to give it a shot, and you know, we played other Souls likes, but this is different, I would have been fine with it. But as other people are saying, it just kind of feels a bit more random and not like as well thought out. You're expecting too much from IGN employees. I mean, probably. I mean, IGN is not, they're not like, IGN is such like, is a massive channel. And they have such incredible volume. Like, dude, I think they put out like 20, 30 videos a day. All right, like trailers here, trailers there, review here, review there, showcase here, showcase there. So like, I understand, like, for them, they don't have the time to be able to deal with this stuff, and say someone who's much more dedicated to like just one thing, you know, me, to Nioh, like, they're not going to be able to do that, which I understand. But if they're going to market a game, I would want their marketing to be something to be excited about. So I was hoping, so without having really any idea, they just said, hey, we tried it. But due to that difference in expectation, I'm naturally, people who are big Nioh fans and on my channel at least, people are huge Nioh fans and are dedicated to the series for various reasons. And we have a certain like desire to see gameplay in a certain light, and then when we don't even see it at a level that we consider to be like basic, we're kind of like, yo, what the hell? Like, come on, like, just, it's like we aren't expecting like a pro player, but it's like, yo, you're not even key pulsing. It's like someone playing it's like someone saying, hey, I'm a big fan of Mario Kart, but it's like, do you even know how to drift? Do you know how to hold bananas behind your car? And they're like, no, but I'm a big fan and I'm like good at these games. And you're like, what do you do? Like, wait, what? Wait, how? And it's one thing for like a normal person to say that, but when it's like you're a company, it's like, wait, this doesn't meet professional standards. Right, so being a big company, we would expect their standards to be higher. That is all. That's all. I think that's really what it boils down to. So, you know, people do watch IGN videos because they believe they have some credibility to them. So naturally, we want to see credible people evaluate the game in a credible capacity. So that's all. So I hope that makes sense. And feel free to like rebut me if you disagree, and so on and so forth. Like, for me, I don't even mind. Okay, Autumn, I'll take a look at that. Like, I don't expect someone to play the way that I do. I like never do. I appreciate your response. Seeing the game play the way it was would be closer to the experience a new player would have. I get that hardcore fans want to see something different, though. Right. And again, I don't mind if they just had like said, hey, we are playing like new people, because we have like, they could have framed it so differently. So differently to temper expectations for hardcore fans. Could have been like, hey, Team Ninja wanted us to try this out. I have played lots of Souls-like, but I've never dabbled in Nioh. So this was a whole new thing to get used to. And I wanted to say it was a Souls-like, but insert all these things, and this was cool, and that was cool. I struggle with this, I struggle with that. I would be like, fuck yeah, dude. IGN is open-minded and giving this game an honest shot. Of course they're gonna struggle because they don't have experience. What an incredible journey for me to have. Seeing this entire growth trajectory and seeing a person get excited. And I'm sure all of us can relate the first few times when we're like, oh my gosh, it was overwhelming, but it was cool and it was fun. That would have been fucking solid in my book. If I could have seen like the curiosity, like the learning. It's, you know, it's again not about the fact that the guy doesn't play well. It's just they didn't market it well. First playthroughs can be rough as shit, but how many times when we've gone in the game, you know, when we get into Nioh 3, we are gonna get our asses handed to us. All right? That's gonna happen, but there is joy and fun in learning. And from IGN stuff, it was just like not clear that what their vision was. That's another issue that I have. So for me, it's not even their bare minimum. It's actually not even necessarily their bare minimum level. They could have zero experience with this game, but there could have been a story for how they engage with the game, a whole new journey with it. It could have made it so much more engaging. Like, for example, could have been like, yeah, I have no experience with this game. I've played other Souls-like, so I thought I knew what I was getting into, but damn, did I get humbled real fast. And it was complex, and it was different, and it was cool. And, you know, to me, maybe it's the fastest. It's so fast. It's like, it's so different, and it's so cool. Like, I really appreciate, like, you know, like a whole story about it. It's not about it's like, there are many ways I think IGN could have marketed it with the same level of gameplay. I don't like, if they could have done that, if they could have had more intentionality behind that, I would have appreciated this showcase much more. In fact, I'd be like, yo, if this person is trying to learn Nioh, dude, I would happily help. That's really about it. So that's my personal opinion of these things. I generally do not want to be exclusive to anyone who wants to enjoy Nioh or any game from Team Ninja Studio. I try to make my guide so that everybody can have fun. And I just wish the way that IGN showcased this was done in a different capacity. For me, I think these IGN videos are more about reaching complete newcomers, and I don't think it looks that bad if you're expecting something closer to a basic Souls, like maybe that's faster. Right, but to me, from what I've seen, it's just, it didn't, from what I saw in the previous showcases, it's just like, it's like, oh, here's some gameplay. I got to play some gameplay of Nioh 3 and here you go. And I'm like, okay, and then so I'm like, all right, maybe you're a Nioh fan or something. Wait, you can't keep pulse? What the hell? What's happening here? Why is this huge company showcasing a game with very seemingly little understanding of it? The IGN Japan 5-minute footage is just footage from the 19-minute footage showcase cut together. Oh. Right. And you guys are offering many different possibilities. They could have like someone who's brand new to the series play it. They could have like a more veteran person play it. I mean, they could have like a variety of things. And then the message could be like, look, this game is fun for each of these types of people and they can play it however they want. Look how fucking inclusive the game is. That's fine. There's many different ways to spin it. At least in my opinion, but that just like wasn't clear. So yeah. So as you guys are pointing out, there's a lot of criticisms we have over this. A lot of things that could be problematic with this. Let's be real, who understands Nioh? Well, right, I'm not expecting people to understand Nioh the way that I do. But like, Key Pulse is like so basic. Right. My guess is what happened is they're probably just like, hey, we have like a bajillion different projects to do. So just get this done, please. You got a certain time limit. So, you know, they just probably have like a bajillion projects they got to do. To be fair, I don't think you're being an elitist, by the way. I just don't agree on the importance of the guy in the IGN video being bad at it, on the effects it has, the impressions of the game. I mean, truth be told, I can't say. Yeah, I think your perspective is totally valid because, like, does it deter me? No. It just deters me from IGN. But I'm still, like, Nioh 3 just looks great, and I'm focusing, like, you can see I've paused it here. Like, I'm looking at the shit that I want. I'm just, you know, the whole, like, mainstream, like, I think for many Nioh fans, they want Nioh to be more popular. So when they see someone that gets privilege access to Nioh 3 and they're not showcasing it in the way that makes them feel like Nioh is getting the appreciation it deserves, then it's like, it just feels bad. Now, for me, truth be told, Nioh 3 could be a complete financial flop, whatever. As long as the game is fun for me, I'm good. Any in terms of sales or marketing, that is Team Ninja's department. None of my business, truth be told. So they do what they want. They want me, by all means, get me. I'm happy to like promote their stuff. If they don't want to, that's their choice. If whatever. I am just going to take Nioh 3, enjoy the absolute shit out of it, and make content for it because I enjoy it. So I am very like divorced from the whole like mainstream perception. And so like the IGN thing, I'll just tell you while I'm talking about it a lot, the grand scheme of things, this is all the emotional energy I have towards it. I'm just like, oh, it's IGN playing it. Probably not going to be that great. Let me just see some cool shit. Insert things I want to nerd out about. That like 2-3 sentences is all the. That's all the energy I have. That's it. That's all I put into it. So here's what I would like to do. Let's move away from IGN. What it is what it is. We aren't happy with what we are seeing on some level. Then, you know, it is what it is. All right? We don't like it. So be it. But let's instead focus on, yo, look at the shit we're seeing that Nioh 3 will allow us to enjoy. Let's focus on that. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do on my channel. I don't want to spend my time fucking complaining about IGN. Because, whatever. You're preaching to the choir at this point. I stopped listening to IGN like long ago. And this was like, what was it? Burnout 2. That's like an old-ass game at this point. When they're like, yeah, it's 10 out of 10. And I start playing it and I'm kind of like, and I was kind of like, yeah, it's all right. I don't know if it's like 10 out of 10 for me. But, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I trust video game reviewers anymore because, And then I like saw other reviews and I was like, okay, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I'm like, what does this mean to me? I don't know if I relate to this. And then of course seeing Nioh 2 being rated at a level like lower than other games, I'm like, yeah, but I enjoy Nioh more, so I guess IGN isn't someone that I'm going to look for to see whether I, if I'm going to enjoy something. And that changed over time. So complain about Gamos and Gakis. Oh, fuck off. So Axel, they should invite you, Zlod, or me, Zlod, Whitecode, and Ax and yourself. Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. Oh yeah, dude, easily. I'd love that. But yeah, and one other thing I would say is, while we are of course talking over stream, here's the thing. This is social media. Social media is, it's social media. So I wouldn't put too much stock into it, all things considered. Just enjoy yourself. Social media is ripe for having people who just want to espouse their opinion. A lot of keyboard warriors, and they can just get nasty over time. I I want to focus on the cool that we have. To me, for ninja style, and I'm going to transition this away from IGN into this stuff because I want to have fun with you guys more than anything else. So here's the thing. Ninja style has this, I'm guessing it's guard the moment before an enemy attack connects. All right? We got an ability in ninja style. I was under the assumption that wasn't going to be the case. We wouldn't have like a timely guard ability or anything like that for ninja style. I thought all the parry shit and whatnot was reserved for samurai style. But I'm fucking wrong. And this is awesome. I don't know what Spinning Gale is. New skill, Wave Slash. Dual Ninja Swords, by the way, has more than one ground block input. This is already an upgrade over Dual Swords in Nioh 2. Okay? In Nioh 2, you just have Water Sword or Windstorm for high stance. And that's it. So, look, we got multiple inputs. Yay! That's cool. Don't know what this incessant rain is. Spinning drills, obviously a lot of fun. We're getting more inputs. And you can see they scrolled a bit down. And again, like, I don't know what to fully expect yet. That's kind of neat. And dual swords in Nioh 3 with the Water Sword and Windstorm equipped at the same time progress. Yeah, I mean, you can have... Last one is after dashing. Yeah, oh yeah. Was it for dual swords? Dash attack, basically? Okay. So, you know, they're adding inputs, and obviously, if they release a beta, we'll get feedback on it. Do you think it's possible to beat the game without switching to ninja style? Yeah. I mean, I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they've kind of mentioned that you can play the entire game in one style, and that's fine. Right, like Super Tengu looks fun. What else did they showcase? A bunch of like ninjutsu. Got a couple of new enemies. Oh yeah, then like this guy, the Yagyu soldier or Yagyo soldier. So like that's cool. It's just like an enemy now. Cool.
Something clears keep.
All right, so someone asked me something about 4 minutes in.
They still appear as random drops from enemies and will let you use that enemy's signature attack, just to give you yet another option
cool
when it
move.
comes to how you choose to dispatch your foes. However, you have two choices of how to equip them. When you rest at a shrine, you can put them into your Omyo box in either the yin or the yang position. If you put the soul core in the yin position, you'll gain some stat increases and the ability of the monster to use in combat. But if you place a core in the yang
we got
position,
new enemies, we got little wolves. Oh no.
Set of spells and items added to your inventory that will refresh every time you rest at a shrine. One of the soul cores I got had a fairly underwhelming skill, but when I equipped it in the yang slot, it gave me invisibility scrolls.
Oh yeah, and then the Japanese IGN video also has a new mermaid enemy similar to Wolong. This enemy's cool. Let me go get that IGN. Let me get that IGN footage you're talking about. Okay. Okay, I don't think you guys can see this, right? Hold on. You can skip to minute 4. It's pretty recycled.
Progressed further in, the field boss, the volume machine, was waiting for me on the bridge.
Auto-dubbed.
The way to succeed is, of course, to defeat the boss, but here too, there are multiple ways to do it.
Wait, this looks a little different. That looked a little different.
Ignore the boss by running past the enemies, or you can fall under the bridge and find a platform from which you can sneak across to the other side.
Onryoki, everyone's favorite boss.
After trying a few times and defeating the volume machine,
oh look,
an even
a new mermaid enemy
awaited me. If you head straight for the objective,
that's interesting.
You'll find the boss you need to complete the main mission. But if you take a side path, even more activities await. There also seem to be countless ways to complete small tactical missions, side quests, and item searches.
Ooh. I just want to play this now, dude.
You can't possibly play it all in just a few hours.
Why is Walter White on my...
This game feels like it's first rate in terms of exploration, battles, and RPG elements, and I can't wait for it to be released.
Because I'm a fan of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Campus.
First, we'll continue to feature free, so don't miss out
this
on
exploration's cool. Excellent. Pet the kitty. So they had that like mermaid enemy, right? From like Wolong or something.
A few hours. Bat complete the main mission, but another open field awaited me. If you head
cool. Is there a release date? No, they haven't mentioned anything of the sort. The auto dub should be able to be turned off in the settings. I feel like exploration focus is going to help mainstream appeal. I mean, I even like the exploration focus. So just it'll be a little fun. Could I handle a delay? Delay with what? Guardian Spirit is also new? I can't say for certain. Got the whole Spirit Vein thing. Cool. Crucibles. I mean, this is like cool. It's not like this. It's a very different environment. Looking fun. I have a feeling release date at Tokyo Game Show, bare minimum another trailer. Yeah, we'll have to see what will happen when it comes to Tokyo Game Show. I mean, that's coming out in what, like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks, 18 days. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool. We'll get a lot more information, obviously, with that, too. I mean, it's looking pretty cool, all things considered. See if there, anything I can glean from this. Still no Flying Swallow? No, they haven't showcased that. I want some Demon Slayer looking moves. It's quite... I mean... they showcased some really cool stuff already, so... lot to be excited for, in my opinion. You weren't kidding. This is really cut from the same thing. You're in Dream of the Strong still learning? Yeah. A lot of cool stuff. Yeah, that's what I think too, Soulpool. If Flying Swallow is in the game, it'll be DLC with the Hayabusa fight. Yeah, most likely. That would be my guess, all things considered. All right, was there any other footage, or was it just those two things? It was just the 12-minute feature that we got, and then this 5-minute showcase. Why is Walter White? Yeah, look, you can see all the... What is this? Tekken? I don't even watch Tekken. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. This boss fight obviously looks really hype. You think just the two? Brought back a lot of familiar enemies, put in quite a few new ones. It's very intriguing. Best part is arguably the skill list.
Did I gain an understanding of what each style
Oh yeah, then they have like a cool Raijin.
Not only did I gain an understanding
No, it wasn't that
of what
one.
each style was good for and when I should swap to one versus continuing with the other, but more importantly, I got a grasp of the sheer amount of...
They're being so cagey about the new weapons, it's weird. Alright, see you later, Swolpool. Thanks for dropping by. I mean, they haven't like revealed anything too brand new. Like, it's like, oh, dual swords about for ninja. We haven't seen like a new weapon type yet. I mean, I don't know. We just gotta wait and see. I don't know if they'll have the same demo. If they do have a beta, I don't know if we'll be able to play this demo or if we'll have hopefully like a later demo build or something. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no idea what to expect. Wish I did, but I don't know. But for what I'm seeing so far with Nioh 3, it looks pretty cool.
A lot of tools to take with you into every enemy signature attack, just to give you yet another option.
That is so cool.
You use that enemy signature attack, just to give you yet another option when it comes to
so cool. I wonder if there will be new weapons since ninja style exists. I wouldn't really mind if there were no new weapons since ninja style is probably a lot of work. I don't know, to be honest. I suspect there will be, but what those are, I got no clue. But with them splitting things up so that it's like samurai ninja style, I do imagine that it allows them to be more creative about new weapon types altogether. But yeah, DLCs, if they do release DLCs, I wouldn't be surprised if new stuff came to that.
Ability scroll, the addition of not one of these of my spirit skills, and also gained an incentive that I need style switching between IGN.
But yeah, this enemy's kick ass. The Spirit Force is also new, or did I not pay attention before? It's in the alpha. So Spirit Force is basically your yellow bar at the bottom. It's like the new anima. Right, yeah, exactly. I think if they do have an open beta, which I kind of suspect they will, everything that they have done so far is suggesting that they'll have a beta. I mean, come on, this is Team Ninja we're talking about. It's like, yeah, we got no plans for Nioh 3, but like they started development for it as soon as Nioh 2's DLC was done. Like, come on. Team Ninja's like, yeah, we don't have any plans for it at this time. Like, I don't know. I don't believe Team Ninja when they're like, nah, no beta. That's it. I'm like, sure. Yeah, okay. I definitely don't trust you now. I think they'll have one. But question, how do you actually charge Living Artifact? Is it Amrita like usual? Yes. Truth is, I got no clue. We'll have a much better idea of what to expect when we get to the beta. Why are they lying though? What's the point? I don't know, probably like company policies. Who knows? Build anticipation. But yeah, imagine if they said, we're going to build Nioh 3, and then 4 years later, it's like, where the fuck's Nioh 3? They're not like, they had plans, but I don't think they had like plans that they were comfortable to come to the public with and whatnot. we'll just have to see. I mean, I just, that's all. Am I gonna live stream Tokyo Game Show if it's at a reasonable time zone for me? Sure, but otherwise I'll just watch it and talk about it, stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Unless there isn't any new footage or anything of that nature. We got a lot of good information here. Boss is cool, all things considered. So we got to see more of a skill list, some more dynamics to it. So yeah, it was cool to see. Regardless of what I think about the person playing the game, I do think that I am at least excited to play this game based on all that I see. The exploration's really seeming to look pretty fun. Enemy fights seem to be pretty cool too. I mean, this great Tengu thing is wild. You know, obsessing over details like this is always fun. So to me it'll be a good time. So yeah. It's a new video entirely. I was just checking it out. What? So far all this footage, I can just briefly scan it, looks pretty much the same. 極寒の地を期待させるというエリアに到達しました。最終的にこれは有価版を入手できます。プレイスにとってはついついを出してしまう。Yeah, this is identical. ここで言います。まずは弓を一方攻略手段。What's maybe a little different? No, even that's not different. Should I aim for the Enki? Oh, the Spirit Vein? Yasha, yeah, it's the same. Tengu fight's the same. Even this guy's the same. Map, way they explore the map. This looks slightly different. You just kind of jump down and look around. That's the same. This is new. Yeah, we already watched all this. Yeah, I mean, most of it was the same. Team Ninja will stream 8 p.m. Japanese time, not sure, but I think that's in the middle of the night. Yeah, I mean, I'll just wait. I mean, who knows Team Ninja's reasoning, but fact of the matter is, I'm just going to keep this simple for myself. I am happy that we are getting a Nioh 3. It was a surprise announcement, and it was great, and everything that I've experienced so far from Nioh 3 itself has been a pleasant surprise, and it's gotten me excited more and more and more. So I just hope this trend continues, and holy shit, is Nioh 3 going to be... I mean, I don't even have words to describe it. Right, and Ninja Gaiden 4. All things considered, that is amazing. I never thought that Ninja Gaiden 4 and Nioh 3 would be coming out ever. But here we are. We're in a good timeline. And while I do have issues with Ninja Gaiden 4 in terms of how it's packaged for weapon release for Ryu, the fact that Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out and that a lot of it to me looks really cool is certainly something for me to look forward to. So... yeah. But yeah, all right. I'm going to dip out, guys. Thank you so much for watching, for being here, for watching me talk about and basically stretch out 12 to 15 minutes of Nioh gameplay from IGN for an hour. But yeah, I will return later. If there's more Nioh 3 footage, I'll stream that. But yeah, I will see everybody later. Take care and bye.